Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the energy card reading of today, which is the Fool upright. Got the clarifying card, which is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, these two cards can be on opposing ends of the scale. So this is for anybody who's looking to transform their darkness and their fears into light and success. Okay, so that can apply to anybody, any age, any stages of life, and apply to any area of life. Because once we have something which is scaring us, once we have something which is causing us fear, and it's blocking us progressing forward on anything, no matter what it is, even walking out the front door, to big life decisions, once we've got that fear and it blocks us, overcoming the fear and moving forward is always the same. So once the structure is always the same, once we've learnt that structure and moved past it and challenged fear, then we know how to move past fears in any stage of our lives. Sometimes they change and they vary slightly and they come across in indirect ways. Some are more direct than others, but overall, fear comes across in the same way to everybody. Okay, and it's how we deal with it. So it's a very personal thing. And this card, the Fool, is a very positive card. It's like this person here is walking fearlessly across the edge of a cliff. The dog's probably like trying to warn him and say, look, you know, you're going near the edge of the cliff and stuff. But this guy's not bothered. It's a very successful, positive card. Great for starting off and saying, taking risks, don't hold back, and don't let your fears stop you from doing anything. Okay, so, but it also says that, you know, there's an awareness there because this guy is walking sort of nonchalantly around the edge of a cliff. Now, somebody points out, hang on a second, buddy, you are walking near the edge of a cliff. If you fall off that, you know, it could be bad. So sometimes having an awareness of some of the dangers is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so looking at fear overall, fear is there as a protective barrier, protective measure we have for ourselves. We also think of fear as well, not in a negative way, and create like a barrier within ourselves over it. Because if we think of fear as a negative thing, then we tend to become opposed to it within ourselves. When in actual fact, think of fear like an old friend that's looking out for us. He's trying to protect us. Okay, he's trying to say, look, I'm worried about you going out and doing this thing because if you do it, you know, something bad might happen, and I can't take that. Do you know what I mean? That would really upset me. So that's what fear is trying to do. But sometimes that old friend that's got our back can stop us from doing something that we feel drawn towards and we feel passionate about, and something that we know is going to be good for us if we just, you know, keep going down that path and progress. So therefore, this is where the differences between our fears and our growth and our happiness can sort of can confront each other. They can become like, you know, loggerheads together. So this card here, the Five of Pentacles reversed, there's a lot of darkness in this card, and but if I flip it over this way so you can see more clearly, these people here are out in the cold, and there's also like it's a dark night and there's a lot of snow there, and it looks like these people are, you know, there's not, it doesn't feel very good looking at this card. But in the background you can see the Five of Pentacles on a brightly lit window, and it looks, you know, that signifies there's warmth in there as well. And this is really relating to ourselves. Okay, so everybody's got darkness within, and what I mean by that, everybody's got a shadow side, and we have to have that in order to recognize our light side. And it's been able to transform everything dark or shadow into light, and transforming our fears and moving past our fears, almost like challenging them, saying, okay, you know, I feel scared to do this, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to push past it, and then proving to ourselves that past that fear can be something really, really good, and normally a sense of freedom as well. So this card in reverse is saying, it's almost like hinting at a spiritual poverty. Spiritual poverty, because the spirit, that talks about growth, expansion, connection, love, compassion, you know, pushing ourselves past our limitations, you know, in order to become something that we know we can be. We feel it inside, but we have to push past that fear barrier first. So this is in reverse, is saying that we can move past our fears if we allow ourselves. We create our fears. We're the key that unlock them fears, so we can move past them. The Fool is saying, take risks. Don't let fear hold you back. The outcome's going to be positive. Just go for it. So taking these cards into account, you know, if we're at a standpoint, challenge your fears and just move forward, because everything on the other side of that fear is freedom and success. Okay, once you've learned that skill, transforming that, you can do it with any area of your life. So hope that's helped. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.